everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome! Jazz hands! If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back to hang out with me. I'm so excited to have you guys here today, and I'm so excited for today's video because I've done some shopping. It was my birthday month last month. Yes, I am the kind of person that, no, it's not just my birthday for a day or a week, it is my birthday month, which means I allow myself to do a little shopping. Woo! And I decided to blind buy a whole bunch of perfume. Like a lot of perfume. 9 perfumes to be exact. So if you want to hear my thoughts on these 9 affordable, yes, I would put these all in the affordable category, perfumes, then just keep watching. You know I gotta ask, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, what are you doing? Go ahead, click the subscribe button, join the fam, you will not regret it. My goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers this year, which we're getting pretty darn close, which is so exciting. And once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I will then have as many subscribers as my hometown has people. Pretty stinking cool. So just diving on into the 9 I have in front of me, I am going to dive into the 2 newest in here. I've kind of got some OGs that I wanted to pick up because I hear them hyped all the time on YouTube, but this caught my eye. I was scrolling Instagram and the Monde Gourmand ad got me. I just thought these sounded so good, and I'm a fan of pink, okay? So yes, that's part of the reason I decided to pick these up. These are from Urban Outfitters and they're super affordable. I think they're like 18 bucks. I have the, I think it's like pistachio one and the Noir Distill, which I love. So I was curious about this. This one is Cherie Cerise, and I believe this is a cherry fragrance. I've been really into cherry, like really into cherry. Also, my mind is going into that spring realm where I'm craving fruity fun. Ooh! Speaking of fruity and fun, this is it. Okay, this is very juicy. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This is honestly more juicy than I expected. In here we have cherry rose and vanilla, but I get more fruit than just cherry. I almost get like watermelon raspberry candy. It's very candy-like. It's fruit punchy. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's a little fruit punchy. I'm surprised this one didn't get very good reviews on Fragrantica because I really like it. Some people are saying this smells like cherry cough syrup. Not at all in my opinion, but very much cherry candy, which I am fine with. I love candy-like perfumes. If you like Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy, I think you would really like this. This is good and it seems pretty powerful. I didn't spray that much and I feel like it's filled the room. So far, at least on my first impression, not at all disappointed with this bad boy. Really enjoyed it. The next one I was really curious about, it's Le Bubble Pop. So I'm like, ooh, it's got like a bubblegum scent. I've been wanting to try the, is it like Toy 2 or something like that? That's a bubblegum fragrance. So this one, the notes are really interesting. Again, these are all notes from Fragrantica. I'll link it down below for you guys. But you got bergamot, which I really do enjoy. Lily of the Valley, which I'm not super knowledgeable about. I don't think I have a lot of fragrances that have that, at least that come to mind. Bubblegum and whipped cream. Hello, I'm hoping this is what candy dreams are made of. That's a little different than I expected. Okay. I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely different than I expected. In here, the accords are citrus, white floral, fresh, spicy, green, aromatic, and floral. I would definitely think there's a possibility of tuberose being in here with that white floral. I do get a bubblegum, but it's not the kind of bubblegum I was expecting. I was thinking, probably because of the color of the juice, that it was going to be like Bubblicious pink bubblegum. This is more like spearminty bubblegum without being super duper heavy on the minty. I don't know if that makes sense. Almost like the feeling you get when as you're like popping it into your mouth. This is interesting. It's very fresh, which under the accords it does put fresh as the 3rd accord. It's very fresh. I thought this was going to be more what the cherry one is. The cherry one is very youthful, very fun, very fruity, fun, candy. This one is honestly like any age could rock this, but I get it's a little bit more mature. That freshness tones it down a lot. It's really not sweet at all, which is actually super duper surprising. Like I thought that was going to be so sweet. I really enjoy it. I'll definitely wear it. It's just not at all what I expected. This is why I like blind buying, which I know everyone says you shouldn't blind buy because you can really spend your money on something you end up hating, but it's so fun. So I purchased some of these from Urban Outfitters, the first two, and then I purchased a couple from Fragrance Net. Then I found some at Burlington. Yes, and I think that covers all the bases. This one I actually picked up from Fragrance Net, and I had purchased this before off of Amazon, but I actually contacted Amazon and returned it because I was kind of afraid I got a fake, because the label was extremely crooked, which could have been just like a manufacturing error. But I don't know, I've just been burned before from Amazon. Like, you have to be so careful buying fragrance on Amazon that I was just like, sorry Amazon, can you give me my money back and I'm gonna throw this out, because I just didn't feel comfortable putting it on my skin, because fake perfume can have some really nasty, not healthy, not okay ingredients in there. So I was just like, no, I'm not comfortable using it. Sorry about you, but I'm not. So when I saw this on Fragrance Net, I was like, I've bought from you guys before. I trust you. So this is Guess Seductive Red. And it is totally a fruit bomb. And this one even smells a little bit different than the one I got off Amazon. It is definitely fruity, definitely cherry, but there's almond in there, which, like, it's fruity, but it's not as like juicy in your face fun as the Urban Outfitters one. This is definitely a more elevated version. I think the almond and pink pepper in the top do that. Then you have a variety of florals, base notes of vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood, which always adds just a little sex appeal, I feel like. This one is fruity, a little sexy, a little bit grown while still being real flirty. This one would be great for all year, honestly. Like, I think this would smell amazing in cool months, warm months, in between months. Like, this is an all year type of fragrance. It is an EDT, so I don't know how the longevity is going to be, but I'm definitely glad to have it in my collection. What I would say this reminds me of, it's not exact, but what it reminds me of is Kayali's Eden. Very much so. It reminds me a lot of Kayali Eden. So if you like Kayali Eden, this might be a good one to pick up, and it's definitely going to be cheaper than Kayali Eden. So enjoy it. Glad to have it a part of my collection. You guys on YouTube got me with this one. I've heard so many people talking about Guess Seductive Noir, which I believe was like the first version of the one I just showed you, something like that. This came out first, but this one has amazing reviews. This has a 4.2 out of 5 with 600 reviews, and it is also an EDT, which I'm usually not a huge EDT fan, but sometimes I just am like, you know what, I want to try you, so I'm going to go for it. The main accords in here are vanilla, powdery, aromatic, iris, earthy, white floral, musky, woody, floral, herbal. I've heard people say like this is like sophisticated, rich, sexy woman, so you know, that's what I'm hoping for. It's got some interesting notes in here that I don't have in a lot of my perfumes. That's kind of why I was drawn to it. I'm kind of trying to switch it up. I have a lot of flirty, fun, fruity perfumes. That's just my MO. Like, I love it, but sometimes I want to switch it up and try something different. And the note that caught my eye in here is definitely the sage. I don't think I have sage in any other perfume. But then you have bergamot, which I love, and peony can be really nice. Iris, jasmine, lily of the valley. Oh, there it is again. Vanilla, velvet, Haitian vetiver. To me, this is winter. This is definitely a winter fragrance. I think this would be too much in the summer. It's got that, like, it's got that darkness to it. Definitely the black bottle. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It's not a dupe or anything, but it reminds me, like, if you enjoy Tom Ford Black Orchid, I think you would like this. Like, it gives me that same vibe, that badass woman, CEO, but I'm a little bit like a sex kitten, you know, still. I'm like, meow, but I run a business. That's what I get from this. Definitely would be a great date night, little black dress. Ooh, it's definitely, I don't have a lot of things like this in my collection because, I mean, look at me with my floral top, my pink hair, my pink eyeshadow. Like, I'm just not that woman, but there are times where I want to pretend like I'm that woman. And this perfume would do it. I do enjoy it. Glad to have it be a part of my collection. There's a point that I'm like, how many perfumes do you really need in your collection, Laynie? It's getting up there. It's getting up there. Okay, so which one should I dive into next? Okay, I'm going to dive into two that were total just impulse buys that I saw and I was like, okay, why not? Random thought here. I'm looking at the what people think the Noir reminds them of. And do you ever see the reminds you of on Fragrantica and like you're like, really? Like I don't get that at all. It's just funny how everybody's nose is so different because a lot of people are saying it smells like Monde Gourmand. Not in my opinion at all. Two impulse buys here that I have heard some things about. And yes, you guys, it's another cherry fragrance. I told you I'm loving cherry. This is the Banana Republic Dark Cherry and Amber. First of all, like I'm a sucker for packaging. Like this seems like really high-end packaging. I don't remember how much I paid for this. I want to say like $29, I think. It wasn't crazy. Like it's very hefty. It's very weighted. These are supposed to be unisex in this line, which again sometimes intrigues me because I am such like a girly perfume that sometimes I like that little bit more edge that the unisex fragrances can bring. In here we have sour cherry, which there's sour cherry in also, I believe it's Kayali's is a sour cherry. I really do enjoy a good sour cherry. Pink freesia, cherry blossom, praline. I love a good praline fragrance. Amber and cedar. I love amber fragrances, you guys. Like love. That cap is heavy. It's weighted. It's magnetic, I think, or something. Maybe not, but it just, it's powerful. It's strong. Like this is one you could pick up by the cap and like not be terrified. Definitely unisex. 100% could see a man or woman wearing this. People are comparing it to Cloud. I do see that. Comparing it to Baccarat Rouge. No, like it's not a dupe for Baccarat Rouge, but I do get what people are saying. It's like in the same family. I think it's that amber note. I have the hardest time explaining amber, but to me, amber is exactly how a piece of amber looks. Like if you think of like seeing amber even in the movie Jurassic Park, like it's that glassy looking, but it's golden. And like when they cut it and then they shine it up and it's like it's like a smooth piece of amber. Amber to me can create this very like clear bubble of scent. It's like just like this smooth, clear, almost glass-like scent cloud. That's what I get from this, which is also what I smell in Baccarat Rouge. So I do get the comparison, but it's much more cloud than Baccarat Rouge. Definitely unisex, not a powerhouse at all, quite light. Like I think I could go in pretty heavy-handed with this. I think this is one that you could wear all seasons because it's not going to be too much when it's warm out. It's not really sweet. Like there's a little bit of a sweetness in there, like a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. The accords are floral, amber, sweet, cherry, woody, nutty, fruity, fresh, powdery, almond. This is a scent where I really can't pick up individual notes or even accords. It's just kind of the scent of the perfume. It's of the fragrance, dark cherry and amber. Like that's what it smells like. I don't get notes individually. I'm gonna have my husband wear this because I'm curious. I think it could smell really good on him, honestly. Wish it was a little bit stronger for me. I like strong. I'm an Aries, but I'm not mad at it. Like I don't regret having this in my collection. Would it be a repurchase? I don't know. I gotta see how it goes when I'm wearing it, but it's enjoyable for sure. Next up, another impulse buy. It is the Banana Republic Gardenia and Cardamom. I don't think I have a lot of Gardenia fragrances or Cardamom fragrances. That's why I picked this one up. I think there's one more out there that I've heard good things about. I think it's like peony and peppercorn or something like that. Or peony and pink pepper, something like that. And I do enjoy some pink pepper fragrances, but it walks a fine line for me. Like I don't like too spicy, which this one I'm like, the Cardamom, oh no. This one I felt like a little risky. But when I looked it up on Fragrantica, what got me was the fact it has tuberose in it, because I've really become a fan of tuberose. So we have Gardenia, Mandarin, tuberose, cardamom, jasmine, ylang, magnolia, rose, carnation, driftwood, amber. So this one, it's like I really don't know what to expect. What I would love for it to smell like is like a creamy tuberose, but I don't think that's going to be it. Also supposedly unisex. Ooh. Okay, this one To me, if I smelled this on my husband, I would be like, It's girly to me, like girly. It's feminine. It's soft. It's elegant. 100% perfect bridal scent. It's totally white, floral, soft, feminine, pretty, elegant, inviting, airy, fresh. Ooh, it's lovely for the springtime and summer. Like this would be great on a hot day because it's not going to be like, it's too sweet, too much. It's very pretty. That is lovely, you guys. Lovely. I really enjoy this. It's very tuberose. If you enjoy tuberose, I think you would like this. I don't really get spicy. I think there's just enough spice in there to make it interesting, but like spicy to me can lean a little BO-y. But this is lovely. Like honestly, perfect bridal scent. Like perfect. I have to. I found them at Burlington and I was like, I have to, you guys. Like, how can I resist? So it's my birthday month, you know. How can I resist? But this one is all the rage on YouTube. And this is Mariah Carey's M. And the reason why I was like, yep, I have to do it is because people say it's a wonderful marshmallow fragrance. And I love a good marshmallow fragrance. But I haven't found my perfect marshmallow fragrance. I was at Sex the other day and I smelled Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. I don't love it. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't love it. It's just not my favorite. It's a little boring because it's just pure marshmallow. So I'm hopeful that this one's going to be interesting because it has a note of incense in it, which can be really hit or miss. So like part of me's kind of nervous. So the notes in here are marshmallow, seawater, tiare flower, which I'm not real familiar with, gardenia, then the incense, amber, and patchouli. So like that is a unique mixture. Definitely for a celebrity fragrance, like this is not your run-of-the-mill notes for a celebrity fragrance. Very intrigued. So we have accords of amber, white floral, sweet, smoky, balsamic, warm, spicy, powdery, patchouli, marine, woody. So like very interesting. Usually your celebrity scents are like fruity, sweet, candy, amber, you know, patchouli, but not that interesting of a mix. So very intrigued. Slightly disappointed in one sense. I really don't get marshmallow. Like I get a slight sweetness, but I don't get marshmallow. Like if I smelled this, I wouldn't be like, oh, there's marshmallow in here. I do feel like I get the salt water. Like I get a very beachy vibe from this without being like suntan lotion beachy. More like I'm laying at the beach and this is kind of what the air smells like in a very pretty perfumey sense. This one I feel like I'm gonna have to live in it a little bit, give it some more test runs. Like I don't dislike it, but I can't say I love it yet. I do feel like it'll be really nice though this spring, like when it starts to warm up just a bit, when I really breathe it in deep, I do kind of get that balsamic-y accord there, which I usually don't understand what people are saying, but I think I'm understanding. The deeper in I breathe it, the more I like it, which is kind of interesting. I almost get like a caramely salt, like a saltwater taffy or salted caramel type vibe. Okay, the more it's like sitting on the paper, the more I'm enjoying it. I definitely feel like this is one I'm gonna have to wear and really live in and see what I think. It's interesting though. I don't regret it because I don't have anything quite like this in my collection. For a celebrity fragrance and for like a $20 perfume, if you want an interesting perfume that's you're not going to smell like everybody else around you, this is interesting. And then Fancy by Jessica Simpson. Everybody raves about this. There are so many reviews on Fragrantica. Like it's the most amazing perfume that was ever created. And I can't tell you how many times I've walked by this at the discount stores and been like, I don't need that. The packaging's kind of goofy looking, but everyone raves about it, so I'm like, maybe the hype is real. Like, a lot of people rave about this. People claim it smells like niche fragrance, like really high end. 4.6 stars out of 5 with 4,761 votes, you guys. Like, it is a well-loved perfume. The accords are sweet, fruity, caramel, vanilla, powdery, almond, white floral, fresh, amber, nutty. If you hear a bunch of ruckus above me, my daughter just woke up from her nap. The accords are apricot, pear, red berries, caramel, almond. Ooh, some of my favorites. Gardenia, jasmine, vanilla, amber, sandalwood. Like, I love the notes, so I'm very hopeful. And I used to think this packaging was kind of ugly, but like now seeing it in person, I'm like, she's kind of cute. It looks antique-y. I kind of like it. I was just going to try to pull this whole thing off. Like, I thought this was all one cap, but really just the ball's the cap. Okay, not what I was expecting. I'm glad I didn't break it. Here we go. I'm going to spray it this way because I feel like this side of my room is getting very, very fragrant. She's good, you guys. She's good. Very much pear. I get a lot of the pear, but it's almost like a caramelized pear that's like been simmering in a pan. Like a dessert with pear in it. It's a little bit fresh, like it's definitely sweet. I get that sweet pear, I get that caramely sense, but it's not overly sweet. It's not like sickly sweet. It's just fresh enough that I think this would be good even in hot weather. Ooh. Okay, I get why people like this. Was there Mandarin in here? No, but maybe it's the apricot. That's kind of different. I'm getting the apricot more. My dog is going bananas upstairs. Him and my daughter, they're really starting to become besties, and I love it. A lot of people are saying they feel like this is more a winter fragrance, but quite a few people said summer. I agree. I think this is another all-season fragrance. It would be beautiful all year. I really like that. So far, I have no misses whatsoever. Like, some I love more than others, but I don't hate anything yet, so I feel like I did really good. This is why I enjoy blind buying. I feel like blind buying is only dangerous if you haven't really played with perfumes and you don't know kind of notes you enjoy or types of fragrances you enjoy, or if you're really scent specific. I like a variety of everything, and I kind of know some notes that I usually am good with, so I enjoy blind buying. This one was a total like, I want something different in my collection, and this is what came to mind. R.I.P. Thierry Mugler. Definitely had some diehard fans out there. Like, people who love this brand, and I don't have anything by this brand, and I wanted something different, and I've seen a lot of talk about this, and I was like, this is it. I'm going for it. I thought the packaging was super cool, super weird. Kind of reminds me of Zelda. So in here we have Gardenia, cinnamon leaf, which is what really intrigued me because I've never seen that before, green notes, white musk, and sandalwood. In love. It was like instantly. Instant love. Instant love when I sprayed it. This is what I've been looking for. I've been craving a green fragrance that's not too green, but it's still a little sweet. That's kind of different. Perfect for spring. This is it. Ooh, I love this. This is beautiful. Definitely, like, this would be so pretty on a rainy spring day. The cinnamon leaf, I totally get. Like, there's a soft bit of cinnamon, but it's not really spicy because it's the cinnamon leaf. I get like a creamy gardenia. Definitely green notes. Definitely musk. And sandalwood. The sandalwood gives it, I think, also a little creaminess. I think this is one when you walk by people, they would be like, you smell really good. What are you wearing? Because it's not like a lot of fragrances. It's very unique. Now I kind of wish I would have bought the bigger bottle because I really like this. Like, to me, this could be signature scent worthy. I could see myself reaching for this one a lot. And I didn't even say what it is. This is Aura Sensual. So there's an Aura, which is supposed to be a much more like thick, syrupy version. And this is supposed to be the kind of lighter, more, I guess, easy to wear. I haven't smelled Aura. I just liked the package a lot and the notes stood out to me. This is lovely. It's so fresh in a pretty way. It's not like shampoo-y, but it's very fresh. Like, you would just smell so clean and so good. Almost slightly edible because there's just enough sweetness in there, and it's not sugary sweet, but there's just something creamy sweet in here. I love it. I love it. Okay, guys, that is everything from my birthday haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I just have to figure out where in the world I'm gonna put these because my collections get pretty full. I told my husband I think I need a bigger bookcase to keep my fragrances in. But I feel like this scratched an itch that I've been wanting for a while to really dive into more fragrances and just have fun like I needed to. No, but like I said, it was my birthday month, so It's okay. Alright guys, if you enjoy any of these fragrances, let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts, or if you hate some of these fragrances, let me know. I love hearing it, and I know your opinions definitely can help others here in the community. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.